What's going on? I don't know. Fair enough.
Something or other.
I don't know is I'm not going to attempt to explain it to you.
Well, maybe I'll
He
really
actually
understand
does
it.
know.
I know exactly what's going on.
I think you're being rude.
Sometimes it's necessary, man. Sometimes you...
I think it's being rude, and I think this is a family gang up.
Rude how?
Family gang up?
It is. It's fucking...
Yeah, it's fucking
versus...
cousins against one.
Yep.
I'm
Well,
fucked.
there's two.
Yeah.
Can you just you can move the mic more than you need.
You know what's rad? It's like I feel like I'm getting a glimpse into Thanksgiving dinner at the Berglund.
This is exactly what it's like.
Except that I'm usually not there.
Sometimes
we don't always do Thanksgivings together.
You did last year, right?
Christmas, definitely.
We do Christmas for sure. We used to do both. We used to try to do both, or as many as possible. But
all right, well, excuse me. Christmas at the Berglunds. Better?
Yes.
All right.
More accurate for sure.
It's
yeah.
hard to get family together these days.
It is.
know?
Well,
Yeah.
even so, like when Elijah's family and my family come together, that's still only like
Do you guys feel guilty?
50%
Yeah,
of
it's
that
like
side
half.
of the
Do
family.
you guys deal with like the guilt, like if you like haven't talked to your aunt or your cousins in a long time, and then you just see them at Christmas, and it's kind of like, hey guys.
I don't feel guilty about
Yeah.
things
No?
like that.
What I hate is that, like, I always think of family members I want to call and be like, I'm going to give them a call tonight, and then I never do.
I do that
And
a lot.
then, like,
Yeah,
do
my
that a
grandpa
lot.
has been
Yeah.
calling me lately, and I've been missing his calls, you know, and I feel like
Yeah, you need to take those
I
calls.
need to call him
man.
back,
Yeah,
you
man,
know.
you got to talk to your grandma.
Gotta talk to
Yeah.
your
I
grandpa.
kind of feel like it's perfectly acceptable to just interact with family members when it's family member interaction time.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
So I don't need to like go into Thanksgiving like full of anxiety and feeling weird and shit.
Well, you're going to anyway.
Yeah, 'cause
Be
you're
it
seeing
Thanksgiving
family.
or Christmas or Monday or
or
afternoon.
matter.
or filming the triple B,
Or whatever.
You're always going to have
video.
anxiety. Lots of it.
There's going to be anxiety, Chase.
I think I need to go
I mean,
to the
and
doctor.
also your family could just be different than ours.
Yeah, I have a feeling your guys' family's badass.
I mean, yeah.
The ones that stuck together.
Yeah. The ones that are there every Christmas are badass.
The
Yeah.
true
The
tribe.
rest of them are pretty cool.
Because you guys are watching football, you
They're
guys are
not
eating
OG.
little smokies, all kinds of fun shit, right?
Lots of little smoky.
Well, no. Your mom's from Italy, so I bet you're eating prosciutto and all kinds of fucking
Pashoots.
What are pashoots?
good cheeses and shit, right?
Definitely eating pashoots.
Pashoots
There's
and
lots
good
of prosciutto
cheeses.
out
Holy
there.
fucking moly! I bet the food at your guys' Christmas is like fucking top notch.
What do you imagine it as?
Yeah, what do you imagine?
Well, I just imagine like a lot, like Christmas sweaters for sure.
So far, you said little smokies.
Really, like I just picture you walk into the house.
Little smokies and
You walk into
pashoots.
the house and it's just scented candles. Everything's clean, vacuumed. Your mom's probably got a big spread, probably a little bit of veggies because she wants Michael to be a little more healthy. Probably definitely a cheese and Joey just shot a deer, so maybe he'll do like some fucking. Oh, I bet he'll do some deer fucking pepperoni sticks. You know, I see
For
pepperoni
your
sticks.
Christmas dinner, you got little smokies, pashoots, and pepperoni sticks.
Pashoots.
and a little bit of veggies.
A little bit
Here's
of
the
veggies.
thing: is my mom is from abroad,
Yeah,
born and raised in.
dude, you're so
Your
lucky.
mom is
My
abroad?
mom's just
But
white.
but listen, but we don't
bless
do
her, I
we
love
don't do an Italian Christmas.
No?
We do traditional white American
All right.
food for.
So she's like, "Oh, Zeb, Saint Nick's coming. I could be your guys' fucking Santa Claus this year." Like, do you guys rent one? Because I'll do it for cheap.
we don't rent a Santa Claus. No,
I'll do it for like just
Do
like
people do that?
Yeah, how the fuck does your Christmas go?
yeah, you know what,
Santa
Chase?
Claus at your Christmas?
Walk us through your
It
Christmas. real
sounds
quick.
crazy.
Oh well, it's we can't go there, man.
Yeah, anxiety. Wow.
Okay, well let's do this real quick then. Welcome to the Triple B podcast.
Welcome.
Dude.
I'm Zeb.
What's up, Zeb?
Across from me on this leather couch that
Leather.
you can't see are
Leather forever.
Chase Burton,
Hey, fuck all you guys.
Justin Abaddon Sims.
Hello.
To my right is
Cousin
joining
Elijah.
us once again, my cousin Elijah.
Hello.
My favorite guest.
at Digital Snarl. Also in the room with us is our new friend Spencer.
What's up, Spence?
You
Spence.
can
What's up,
neither.
Spencer?
There he is. That was
There
him.
he is.
You can't see him. You have no idea what he looks like.
He's a ghost.
Triple B's doing big things, man.
he's a
We've been
hunk.
out on the fucking town today, boys.
Today we went to the Portland Retro Gaming Expo.
Yes.
Which is always one of our favorite things to do
It's awesome. I
because it's
love
a
when
great
it comes
time.
to town.
cool.
Because we like Portland.
Yeah.
We like retro. We like games.
Yes, yes.
And we like expositions. Is that-
I'd be more
these are all
excited if
things
it was like the Portland retro porn convention, like old fucking, you know.
They do that, Chase.
Yeah.
Do you go?
Yeah,
Old
you don't go to
cookies.
any porn things ever.
Yeah,
You've
true.
never gone to a porn convention or event.
But think about how much tighter that would be, dude. Just fucking.
Well,
old.
they have them.
So why don't you do it then?
Yeah.
yeah,
go.
go.
How?
What do you mean how?
Like you
Get in your fucking car and drive there.
I need a buddy. I don't go alone, dude.
need a porn
You
buddy.
need a buddy for your porn.
You should hit up DJ Fatboy.
Fat Boy would go to a porn convention with me.
Yeah, I'll go to a porn convention.
Really?
Abba would go with you. Yeah,
let's
come
go.
on. You're come on.
Come on,
Dude,
man.
imagine if they had like.
Connoisseur.
Imagine if they had like a fleshlight.
This is practically a casting couch right now with you two sitting on it.
Yeah, we're some dirty dogs, huh?
So Abba,
Found the
Abba, what are you willing to do?
What am I willing to do?
Well, shit.
Depends.
We went had burgers
what's on the
today at Tabor Tavern. which
Tabor
we
Tavern.
Say it 4 times.
Never tried
Fast.
Tabor
Tabor,
Tavern.
Tabor.
Nope.
Tippy top top, tippy tippy.
Nope. Elijah, your turn.
Tabor Tavern. Can't do it.
Tabor Tavern.
Tabor Tavern, Tabor, as in
Tavern.
Mount Tabor,
Tavern.
Tavern.
You're fucking a wordsmith.
We
though.
had some really good burgers there.
Like a genius.
We've been trying to put together our top 10 lists of burgers, which at some point here we're gonna probably present to you our top 5.
Yeah, we'll put it on like an Excel like spreadsheet.
And I
or
have my
something.
I have
some
my
math.
top 10 pretty well put together, but today may have
You
changed
said,
things a
yeah,
little
you
bit.
were saying that you think you might.
I
have to
might
see
have to agree with you.
I don't think so, man.
That was
No?
well, okay. You got the lamb
yeah. Which okay, so I'll give my reason.
because you never know, right? Because
Sure.
when you go lamb, you're going lamb.
True. Which I mean, the patty was great. I definitely enjoyed it.
little
But
sheep.
we've had so many fucking crazy good burgers.
Yeah.
That I just don't know if this it's close. It was close.
We'll
say that.
come back to Tabor Tavern.
All I know is
talk burgers.
I would rather fucking eat bacon jam than just almost regular bacon these days, dude. Because that
Bacon
shit
jam is good.
was dank as fuck.
Dude, holy shit, breaking news. You
Breaking.
may or may not have heard this,
Right now?
but it is official.
Oh.
Donald Glover has been cast as Lando in the to-be released Han Solo movie.
Holy fuck.
2018.
True.
Atlanta.
Let's take a
in
fucking
space.
let's take a moment of silence, boys.
Why?
Before Lando.
I'll take a moment of
For our
silence
generation's
for
Lando.
Our generation's
Let's take off
Lando,
our
Donald
hats.
Glover.
Hey, boys.
Take off your hats.
All right, hats coming off.
Yeah, we're
That's
taking off the
hands
hat.
folded.
Should we, should
I'm
we
off
stand
there.
and cover our hearts?
I'm kneeling and I'm
Should we
putting one
take a
hand up.
knee?
All right, here we go.
To Donald Glover, our generation's Lando.
I'm there. I like it. This is.
That's not silence.
We need complete silence.
Here we go.
One more time. We have
One more
to try
time.
this
One more
again.
time. Restart. All right.
Donald Glover, our generation's Lando.
Perfect.
Dudes, we called it.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Did we not?
We did.
Did we not say
You were tripping. You
Yeah,
remember
you
when
were
you're like,
losing hope.
dude, he's
You were
doing too
losing
much.
hope.
When actors get big, they don't do this shit. You know, and
Well, because it was
it's
a
like
good
looking in a
chance.
mirror when you do that.
I look just like you.
Nailed it.
It was a good chance that he wouldn't get it. He was doing enough stuff. He's enough of he's not a household name, but he is pretty popular.
He is
close.
now. He's Disney money.
Well, he's gonna be. Yeah,
He's got that
this
Disney
is gonna
money.
put him there where it's like, yeah.
You know, because I was reading some articles on, these are the potential guys who should play Lando. And basically what they were doing was listing every possible black actor they could think of. Guys that look nothing like Lando, too old. You know what I mean?
Right,
just
right.
like,
It was just
Idris Elba should play the young Lando. Like, no, he shouldn't.
No, we need a young.
It's not going to be Denzel.
And it seems like that's how cinema's kind of figuring it out with these kind of legacy characters. Is now they're starting to decide to choose them young so that there's room to grow for them. Because, like, I was thinking about this when watching the old X-Men. It's like, why the fuck did they pick, like, older actors to play these, like, fucking mutants? So you got, like, Halle Berry as Storm. It was just,
Right.
it's just
You're
odd
stuck
now.
then.
It's odd now to look back
Which is
at.
why they've had to do what they did and make it a time shift thing.
Right, and okay, now we got our young, fresh squad.
Because they didn't have the foresight to
Dude,
just do it that way.
But how fucking sick would it be if fucking Denzel Washington was Lando? Denzel Washington, best actor ever. He's so darn quick. He's so darn clever.
I don't think quick. Is the word they used.
I mean,
Dude.
it would be too old of a choice. I
don't
mean,
think
he's
so.
probably older than Homeboy was that played Lando in the original.
That's the thing that
But
Chase
Denzel
doesn't-
Washington doesn't age.
Well, everybody ages.
Dude, my Washington and my brain is fucking, you know.
You're aging as you sit there.
Your fantasy Denzel in your brain. It's
unaged.
like fucking young and hot
Yeah, dude.
forever.
Denzel's sick as fuck, dude. You guys ever see fucking Training Day?
No, never heard of it.
I watch it every time it's on TNT.
Every time.
You watched any good movies this week, Chase?
Oh yeah, a lot.
For example,
I watched I watched Joe Rogan's new stand-up special last night.
Yeah, that just came out.
I won't
Triggered.
say anything about it because you're gonna hate on it.
I'm not going to
Why
hate on
don't
it. I've
we-
never seen it.
Yeah, let's talk about it a little bit.
Okay.
Joe Rogan.
I like Joe Rogan. I have nothing against Joe Rogan. I don't understand why you want to be him, like why you idolize him. the
Why
way you
wouldn't
do.
I want to be Joe Rogan?
That's fair. Who
Well,
wouldn't
it's
want
funny.
to be Joe Rogan?
You always talk about how buff he is and how good looking he is, but he's not that good looking
Oh,
of a
I'd
guy.
fuck him.
Okay. Well, that's that. Nice.
I don't know that that's not that high of a benchmark, really. Is it?
What was I telling Elijah today?
That's
Dude, I'm
a
gonna
long
find my
list.
wife here. I'm going in for a soft two.
Yeah, he's going. No, you said a hard,
hard two.
A hard two.
A hard
Hard
two.
two.
There's a
solid
higher
two.
end of
there's-
Four or five teeth. Perfect.
If there was a list of like guys Chase would fuck, guys Chase wouldn't fuck, I don't know which one.
Which one's heavier?
Might need a smaller font.
for the wood fox.
Oh man.
Speaking of Donald Glover, I happen to think that he has one of the best shows on TV going right now.
Without
Atlanta's
question.
amazing, man.
Atlanta's good. I am enjoying
Stay woke.
it. That's what you're coming out with. That's why I was saying, I was like, what's Paperboy going to do with his manager in space, man? And, like, I hope that he keeps Atlanta going, too. Like, it seems like it's doing well.
I think I kind of always
It's getting great reviews, right?
assumed Atlanta would be a 2 to 3 season type show.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
it'll
we
be
can
a
see.
short one, but I think it'll be worth it the whole way through.
FX's like modern comedies right now are fucking great.
They're killing it.
Like I was checking out Baskets. I slept on that.
Oh,
one,
it's
man,
so
and
good.
It's really good.
It's so good, man.
and that's one that Louis C.K. is or he's executive producing. Or
He's
something,
pretty
right?
much
Yeah.
co-executive producing everything on FX,
except for Atlanta.
yeah, true.
Well, and Better Things, which is
Better
really
Things.
good.
That's him.
That's him. Yeah, but yeah, I'm loving that one, man.
But that was kind of the deal he made. Like when he went in to make Horse and Pete. Remember that interview or whatever?
Yeah.
That he did. He
Mark-
was just
Mark
kind
Maros.
of. He was kind of like, look, I'll stay and produce shit.
It's like, I
but,
owe you guys a show, I
gonna do
guess,
this.
but I need to do this.
And
for
they were
myself.
cool. They did, I guess, whatever they
Which
did. But
I'd love to see his show come back, but I don't know if it's going to. I mean, I'm sure he's going to do more stuff though. So as long as he's doing stuff,
I think the format
I'm
that
happy.
he's created, he's gonna stick with that because it worked.
and him doing these other comedies is great too because it's bringing more of that kind of comedy into the forefront and
It's like
creating content.
real life comedy,
Yeah.
with just the right amount of absurdity mixed into it. And I think
It's-
Atlanta fits that mold.
Yeah,
Totally
it's kind of the
as well.
exact same formula.
It's not,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, it's not punchline comedy by any means. It's very situational and just kind of and real life, like you
And
said.
then
It's very
and then you got
reality-based.
Darius.
Oh,
And I fucking relate with
Number
Atlanta
one.
it's like literally like my childhood.
Dude, it's like your life on a TV show.
Yeah.
It's like they've been spying on
It was
you.
like they were like, "Hey, let's make this show about this kid named Chase Pringle, and he's a young up and coming."
rap star in Atlanta that sells drugs.
Go getter.
This is meaningless.
He likes to come outside a lot and do things.
Yeah, you really like to go outside as a kid.
Well done. We got a new a bunch of new stuff. Did we talk about the Rogue One trailer last time, or did that get dominated by
Oh, we talked about it.
Whatever the fuck else we were talking about.
Yeah, definitely. Which that's exciting. Like any day now, the tickets are going to be available.
God,
right?
I seriously, it's the first thing I look when I wake up. I get on Fandango and I see if the tickets are available.
Really?
Because I noticed that
It steers
this
your
time-
life that much?
No, it's the first thing I do when I wake up.
By this time last year, though, we had Force Awakens
By
tickets.
yesterday or the day
a few
before.
days
So it's soon.
It should
In theory.
would
Any
be.
moment now, the phone might
I'm-
buzz, and we might have to fucking pause.
I'm going to be first in line this year. I'm going
You
first.
said you're going at 9 a.m.
You should go at like 6 p.m. the night before.
I'm not camping.
Camp out.
I'm not camping at the movie theater.
Just ensure.
I was disappointed last year being whatever we were,
It was
like 40th in line.
Pissing rain last
Remember
year.
the one dude who he was in line for the second showing, and he was the first one there, and he was just sitting in a chair and it wasn't
Yeah,
covered.
with an
It was just
umbrella.
in the rain.
Piss and rain.
Did he have an umbrella? No, it was just he
He
had
was
like
just
a
in a
poncho,
chair,
right?
and there was no
wet.
line. There was no line yet because he was first, so he was just sitting in the rain
like,
in a chair.
Just fucking Star Wars.
He didn't give a
Do
shit.
you think
We
it was
should just
worth
bring a
it to
tent.
him?
Hell yeah.
Do you think he was like one of those guys when the, hey, fuck you, police, suck a dick.
5-0, 5-0.
5-0.
Hands up, don't shoot.
Uh,
Yesterday, was it yesterday? We got new trailers. A couple of new trailers yesterday.
It was in the last couple days by the time this drops, but yeah, fucking a couple teasers that are pretty
Okay, well, let's
exciting.
talk about the fun one first, which was really just a teaser.
Okay, just the brief shots.
Guardians.
Yes, Guardians. Is,
The new Guardians of the
it's always-
Galaxy.
I didn't
teaser.
see it.
You didn't see it?
You didn't see the first one or the
I saw
teaser?
the first movie. It's my favorite Marvel movie.
Yeah,
The
it's
teaser
good.
though is
understandable.
it's
Yeah.
really just quick glimpses of like
They give you
characters and
virtually
stuff.
nothing
No.
except for Drax,
Yeah.
which I don't know. That for me, I laughed my ass off at that part of the
yeah.
trailer. I thought it was funny.
It'll be good.
You don't look super enthused.
No, I am. I'm just like
Abba's back on the
I'm
weed.
scared of how it's gonna compare to the first one. The first one was such a surprise. It was a shock. Nobody knew the characters really because it was such a hidden treasure in the Marvel catalog. So it was like the surprise of not knowing how that movie was or knowing what kind of
Right.
humor and stuff. Because I remember like you didn't know much about it and you saw it and you loved it.
Yeah, it was really
and then
good.
you told me about it, and honestly, like I had seen the commercials, I had seen that there was a talking raccoon, and I was like, "Fucking really ridiculous."
You guys
I don't
remember
know if I
that
can see
fucking wacky ass raccoon?
Yeah, who was the voice actor? Chase.
Remember?
Oh, Bradley Cooper.
Yeah.
Nice.
Dude, the fucking Coops, man. He
did it.
Dude, and that motherfucker was in like American Sniper. You see that movie? Which was like some bullshit. I guess, dude, that guy said fucking Jesse the Body Ventura like punched him and shit.
Do you see what he does? Because we're talking about Guardians of the Galaxy trailer,
Now we're talking about Jesse.
and he's at Jesse Ventura.
What? Dude,
Just doesn't get it.
that guy fucking died because he took some fucking post-traumatic stress dangle to the fucking shooting range and shot him.
Who?
I have
no idea
0%
what you're talking
0% idea of what the
Yeah,
fuck you're
I am
talking about.
lost.
Well, shit, you guys are idiots.
about. All right,
Moving on.
that settles it. That settles it. No, Guardians 2, though, I do think it's going to be really good. I just don't know if it's necessarily going to be as good as the first.
It's
We won't
hard,
have the
man. It's
surprise
really
factor.
hard. Like,
How do you
the
follow up a movie?
Yeah,
like
like
yeah,
the
totally.
only fucking movie I can think of that's ever done a better, almost better than the. There's two movies: Home Alone, Lost in New York, and then obviously Ace Ventura: When Nature Calls.
I'm with you on Ace,
Holy shit!
but I'm definitely not with you on Home Alone.
you don't like?
When's the last time you watched that particular Home
He
Alone
watches
movie?
it all the time.
Oh, dude, I have it on DVD.
Oh, okay.
No, I love those movies, dude.
That was
I-
the one with the old man in the toy shop, right?
Yeah, he gives him the doves.
Wasn't Trump in that one?
I think
Was
so.
he?
Or somebody like Trump.
Holy shit,
There's
he-
definitely
No,
a
I'm pretty
Trump,
sure
like,
Trump was in
Trump
Home Alone
himself?
I didn't think.
President of the United States.
Holy
Trump?
shit, President Trump was in Home Alone too.
I wonder if he.
President Trump. Oh, God, I hate that so much.
Thankfully,
Isn't
we'll,
that
we'll
crazy?
never
Oh,
have.
No,
that.
it's not gonna happen.
not
But
gonna happen.
think
the
about
sound
how
of it.
close that motherfucker got. That's scary.
Well,
man.
there's a lot of weird people that can vote.
Oh, weird.
I mean, weird is like a fucking understatement.
but then
I mean,
the other we got another teaser that fucking I'm really excited about.
Yeah,
what?
The Logan one.
Oh, Loki
we talked
Bear.
about this with Phil on the last
Just,
episode.
yeah, it was almost like and they fucking did that quick. They were like, "Oh yeah, we're making this movie. Oh yeah, here is this movie."
Guess what, boys? Guess what?
Well, you have to guess.
We're waiting.
What?
I watched the Logan trailer.
Nice.
I did. I'm up to speed, man.
So a very
Wow.
a very serious trailer, very not comic booky at all.
No.
Super
Dude,
realistic.
when he fucking sneak, snake, schnocks that guy's right in the fucking jaw, fucking boom, Logan right in the fucking jugular, dude.
when he
Yeah.
shanked through the head.
Through the head,
That's the
dude.
Red Band trailer.
Yeah.
Okay, so do we know? Are
Is
we
that
getting?
is there diff?
Well, I
on
mean, that was part of the announcement was that it was going to be a rated R.
Is it going to be rated R?
Logan movie? I'm
Is it
pretty
for sure?
I mean, that was the whole
Now,
thing. Was
does I know the answer for you, Chase?
Okay.
So
Okay, fair enough. I won't even listen.
ABBA, does Logan being or not being rated R make or break anything for you?
I mean, it being R, I would definitely prefer because I want them to take that darker approach.
Can you not be dark enough at PG-13?
But that's the thing. I think that you can.
I think you can too.
I mean, because especially with the rating system now, like they kind of are over. Like violence doesn't really get R ratings.
It has to be a specific,
There has to be
explicit
tits.
type of
Has to be-
violence.
yeah.
Well,
Tits and a lot of
nudity
F-bombs.
and then F-bombs.
Yeah,
And then
I think like
explicit violence,
explicit
realistic violence,
yeah, so
dismemberment.
I think that they could pull it off at a PG-13
Dude,
level.
think about this.
It doesn't make or
What
break
if
it.
Trump became president and like hella racist movies became PG? You know what I mean? Like that's just what happened.
First of all, I can't think of like a racist movie that was like we gotta rate this R because it's so
what's
So
racist.
racist.
Chase, what movie would you consider to be a racist movie?
I don't know. Like, I mean, they can write them, right? They can make like write up and do.
Well, no, you know they're going to do this actually because Trump now his campaign has shifted to like they're gonna create a Trump TV like
Oh,
channel.
dude, it's
Of
getting
course.
unbelievable.
That's why he's doing this
Did
at
you
all.
hear-
I
It's
believe.
all
Yeah.
fucking
Like,
it's
there's
all-
hella controversy because like every president, or okay, so every race to become the president, after you fucking lose, you support, you know, the guy that beat you, right? Like, let's join
Oh, are you
together
talking
as a
about the
nation.
dinner that
the
they
whole
just
thing,
did?
and Trump's like, I don't know yet. I
Yeah,
don't know
he
if
hasn't
I'll support
decided
that.
if he's gonna. Yes, he will.
What a fucking douchebag, dude. God damn it, dude. I just want to put my dick right in those fish lips.
His little kissy face, his little orange kissy face.
Just fucking go to town on
I think
Trump.
the thing is, you just want to make love to yourself, really, and you feel such a connection.
Yeah,
with
dude.
him.
Fuck that guy and fuck me. You know.
Moving along. Did you guys catch the new couple episodes of Supergirl?
Yes,
Negative.
all
No. Definitely not.
Dude, I will tell you, and
No, are you enjoying it still?
they nailed Superman.
Yeah, that's what you.
This
What,
is
did he have a
probably-
blue cape?
Yes, just like Santa Claus.
I will be saying this year.
They did. They made Superman tight in this show. They made the guy who Superman is be cool.
And
Tighter
so what
than
storyline
Supergirl?
are they going with? Is she like his sister,
Cousin.
or it's his cousin?
She's his cousin. She was sent to take care of him. When they blasted him off of Krypton, they sent her after. She was older to follow him and watch over him, but her stupid, silly spaceship got knocked off course.
Oh my god! If there was anyone listening to this, they're not anymore.
So, so by the time she finally gets to Earth, he's already grown up and Superman.
Oh shit! And she's like, "Fuck, I gotta find him and fulfill my duty."
Yeah.
Is she buff at least?
Yeah, she's buff. I mean, she's not really buff, but with the suit
Do you
on,
think she
looks
has
buff.
like a? Maybe I shouldn't say that.
Dude, she's hot. You'd like her.
Yeah.
She's a good looking. She's
You know,
a good
have you
looking
even
girl.
seen the show?
Oh yeah,
No, he hasn't.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I watch it. Just,
He secretly
I
watches it and loves it.
Well, it's kind of my favorite show. It sucks. Like,
Shut up. No, it's not.
I really do enjoy it.
Ooh, Chase, did you hear the Diablo 4 rumor?
Shut the fuck up.
Well, it's not true, so don't worry about it.
I haven't even
Whoa,
started.
whoa, whoa.
Yeah.
But there was.
Really?
There was a
There's
rumor.
there's a couple of rumors.
What are they gonna do?
Well, the BlizzCon's coming up.
Right.
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 Every time I'm on the show, I'm just going to talk to Chase about Diablo.
Yeah,
No, that's fine. That's fine. That's
He
good.
needs somebody to talk
Yeah,
to
dude.
Because
about
we
it.
don't give a shit about
Yeah,
it.
these guys
BlizzCon's
suck,
coming up,
dude.
right? And so, for the last like 6 months, Blizzard's been hiring different jobs, and they're all Diablo related for a new Diablo title. And so the rumor is either Diablo 4, another expansion for Diablo 3,
Okay.
or something else. One of the things that people think it might be is a Diablo 2 remaster.
Ooh, that would be fucking
which would be
rad.
insane. What I want
Ooh.
it to be, which it won't be, but what I want more than anything in this world is World of Diablo.
World of
I want a
talking about, like
Diablo
a
based. I want an
world
MMO,
MMO.
like World of Warcraft, but
Right.
just based in the Diablo universe,
Right.
With maybe a little bit more of
I can
an
get
action.
behind that.
With Diablo style
I
action.
get behind
Which
that.
might be nice because then I don't feel like if they did that, I don't think they would overload it with all these extra things
Right.
you can do. Like
I
too
honestly
much.
think if you gave Diablo an honest go, you would have fun as fuck.
I
with
have
it.
no doubt that I would.
It's
enjoy
fun,
it.
dude. Holy shit, boys! If you got on it, you got a laptop that could play it. The four of us, we could fucking get a quesadilla, fucking get some goddamn spicy
doing a quesadilla.
Quesadilla.
Yeah, some spicy fucking Doritos, and just go to town. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
LAN party?
Land party.
Little LAN party.
You guys want to do it? We could do it in my room.
Hey, you guys want to come back to my bedroom?
Nope.
We can get a quesadilla.
I could just play at my house.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
that's
it'd
the-
be so much funner. I could turn over and just Elijah. Did you see that?
That was Chase turning his head. when he spoke.
That's almost the beautiful thing about the internet and us being capable of doing it away from
Yeah, you don't have to be with anybody else.
You don't
Yeah,
have
we can Twitch and Discord and
Sometimes I just want to be with you guys.
yeah,
Well, that's what every other Saturday's for.
You know, yeah.
sometimes I wish you weren't.
Yeah.
Just sometimes.
No, I know. I really can get under your skin.
Well, only when you go straight edge. Which you've been
straight
you've been
edge.
pretty straight
I've
edge
been
lately.
pretty straight edge for a while. Real fucking bored. Don't know what to do with myself. So I just fucking annoy Zeb.
He has been
Existential crisis.
the most annoying person I know.
I mean, I've seen the
Straight-edged.
The chat thread is Chase going insane.
He's got me sitting in a room by myself pulling the hair out of my head because I cannot stand it.
It's just ding,
Every message is either he wants to argue with what I said,
or it's
or
completely-
it's just some just bullshit, some silly bullshit that means nothing that I'm supposed to want to.
It might mean
a
something.
lot
talk
of
to you about.
a lot of completely misspelled sentences, so you have no idea. What
Yeah, I don't
he's
know what you
talking
mean
about.
anyway.
It might mean a lot.
If there's 6 words in a sentence and 4 of them are misspelled so badly that I can't tell what they're supposed to be,
And I can't really.
we can't
read the
communicate.
sentence.
That is kind of one of my favorite games to play. Is like how far left I can get on my spelling.
How bad can it be? Like,
Yeah, like
How do you play that game?
you type as fast as you can and you just fat thumb.
You
shit,
just
right?
take you just
You're
take
just paying no
shit.
attention to what you're doing.
just take what she gives you.
Right.
You
You're
start
like,
typing
well,
and
I
just-
tried to type whatever, but it wrote this, so that's what you get.
I just went with it.
Wow, that's-
Burgucket.
Check out
That's Burgucket.
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 Oh, my Fungara.
My Fungara.
my fun the guard.
Dude, so in like next week, right? Doctor Strange comes out.
I believe it is.
I think my grandpa just called me again. God damn it, I'm an asshole. Fuck, man.
So I think that this is one that I want to see in 3D IMAX. I was thinking about it. I was
It
like,
looks
this
like-
would be worth.
What are you guys talking about?
Doctor Strange.
The big display.
Benedict Cumberbatch.
I don't know if I understand that movie.
I don't know if anybody understands that.
Well, yeah, we
What
don't
the
have.
fuck is it?
We don't have enough now to really. I mean, figure out what's going on.
I don't really
necessarily.
understand Doctor Strange.
It's about, and that's
Have you guys read the comic books?
yeah, and fucking that's the cool thing about it. He's like an interdimensional traveler. He's magic.
So he's kind of like Doctor Who?
I mean, no, not really. No.
No?
I mean, I guess there's like a little bit of
Okay,
that,
so
but-
if there was Doctor Strange, Doctor Who, and Charlie Brown, yeah, Doctor Strange and Doctor
More
Who
like
are the
Doctor
most
Who.
alike.
yeah, but no, and it looks like
that fucking look.
this
What about
ought-
Peanut?
what? This ought to be interesting because it looks like it's more of an origin story for Doctor Strange, and I don't feel like a lot of people do know that. He is one of the more powerful characters
Hey,
and
can I just
important
say something real
characters.
quick?
You've
I
been
fucking-
saying shit this whole time. Shut the fuck
I'm going
up.
mute, all right? I'm going mute.
Oh,
from
you
here on
want
out.
to interrupt me and get loud to say that you're going to stop talking?
But I just want to tell you something real quick.
What?
I fucking love you, man.
love you too.
Zeb, I fucking love you, man.
What is happening?
What about
Zeb's
Peanut?
cousin, I fucking love you too.
Love you too,
God
man.
damn it, Elijah. You son of a bitch. I'm going mute. 30 minutes.
Okay.
I'm putting a clock on.
Cool. So Doctor Strange,
Doctor Strange. It's a good one to have an origin story for and see how he gets his powers and stuff, because although he's one of the most powerful, or he's a very powerful and very important figure in Marvel, so, and he's not that well known among the mainstream media. So it'll be good to see it, to have an origin story.
Because I feel like he's,
unlike others where we know
he's one of the, if you were to put the top 5 or 10 most powerful characters in the Marvel universe, he's probably up there.
Yeah, definitely, as far as like being important in different storylines. Like him and Adam Warlock is another one, the Atom, and because they are able to manipulate
Jean Grey.
much more. Yeah, Jean Grey's up there, definitely.
Do you guys like Benedict Cumberbatch?
You know, I don't know what the hype is about him.
He seems to be regarded as like one of the
Really great actors of our time.
I don't have any gripes with the guy.
Yeah, I could take him or leave him.
Yeah, I'm
really.
not a fan per
He's
se.
got a really punchable face to me.
Okay, I can see that. But I'm not mad at him in this role. I think it will work out. I think he fits as that, because Doctor Strange does kind of need to be this older, like, silver fox guy, you know? So it should work.
I will say this. I think one of the big casting mistakes in the history of Hollywood is that Benedict Cumberbatch probably should have played Walter White.
That probably would have
Breaking
been
Bad.
good.
You think so?
Bryan Cranston just
Yeah, and then
not good enough.
I don't
to
think.
me.
Yeah, I mean, if it came between Cumberbatch or Bryan Cranston, I would. Probably,
I can't take it anymore. You cannot talk about Bryan Cranston like that. Why am I on a 30-minute fucking vocal strike? Fuck.
what does your clock say? How long did you make it?
Minute and a half.
Motherfucker. Now you're making me look like an idiot.
Well, no, you don't need my help.
No, he's definitely not.
Minute 59.
A minute 59, almost 2 minutes.
Almost 2 minutes. That's almost.
Fuck.
I think he'll do good as this character, but he's not an actor for me that's like in my top lists or anything like that. I'm not
I guess he
stoked
looks
on something.
He looks
'cause
like the
Cumberbatch
guy.
is
He looks like he fits the
Dude,
part.
it's like I went
it
to
ought to
another
work.
dimension when you started saying that shit. I was like, I can't control. Like, I felt like Logan.
You hulked out.
Just saw red.
No, that movie I think is going to be great, man. The
I think it's
Logan
gonna be
movie,
tight, dude.
Should
You know
be
what's
good.
tight about Logan? Is that you're smoking weed again, and we can get high as fuck and go see it.
Okay, cool. But no, it'll be interesting because like everybody's trying to figure out what timeline this is going to take place in. Because the old man Logan is such a it's like different dimension and shit. And
He looks
gets
like he's
sent
got
back
like bad
and all
hips
this.
or something going on.
Well, the thing is, he's
walking like a stiff old board.
he gives up being Wolverine, and he's older, and his powers like he doesn't regenerate as quick or anything. Like
Yeah, he's looking
it's
like a
kinda
bag of
fading.
bones.
It's kind of fading.
He does look like a bag.
Like
of
an old
bones.
bag of
Bag of
bones.
bones.
And we got to see the old Professor X.
It almost
He
seems
looks
like
tight, dude.
where they're at with Logan is basically where if they'd progressed from where the original X-Men movies
exactly.
kinda.
So
Right.
what
They're
is-
almost like finishing off that story.
It's like mutants dead during Logan. Like,
well, in the comic,
I don't know anything about it.
in the comic,
in.
yes, but I don't think they're gonna. I don't know if they're gonna take that approach in the movie, and that's the thing is, well, what timeline is he gonna be?
They
in?
definitely mention in the trailer that all the mutants are gone.
yeah.
or-
So
Who
in
got
the
rid of him?
Hulk and the Hulk family?
Really? The Hulk is a son of a bitch, then, huh?
SOB.
That green son of a
SOB.
bitch.
Real SOB.
When do we get to see him fucking all the mutants?
But and so
That's what I want to see.
maybe Infinity War. Who
That'd be
knows?
tight.
Well, the next
He just comes and kills them all.
Thor Ragnarok
Right is a lot.
is going to have a lot of Hulk in it.
Yeah,
I like
so-
the
We need more
The
Hulk.
Hulk is-
It's
Yeah, I
been
like
way
the
too
Hulk.
long since
Yeah.
we've had
It
any
has been a
Hulk.
while. They've been kind of like holding it back. I think
They're doing it on purpose
yeah
because
to make people want.
Do you think
it.
they're gonna drop some serious Hulk?
And
fucking
Thor
looks?
needs some help.
Ragnarok
too, I
is
think.
basically been described as Thor and Hulk like a buddy movie. They're like in space.
I kind of find Thor boring though.
That's why I'm saying I feel like they're probably doing that too because I think Thor does need a little boost as far as name recognition and people actually being
Like, cool,
attracted
bro.
to that.
You got a hammer. Yeah, you got a rich dad. It's basically a story about Trump.
A rich dad.
You know, like
It's Trump's son.
here's your shit. here's a fucking lay down the hammer. You know?
So Thor is basically about Trump.
Yeah,
Like, that's
he's just a fucking.
when you strip away all the nonsense and all the bullshit. It's
Yeah,
just
but
a,
Thor doesn't
It
even.
was an
The Donald
allegory.
Trump origin story.
Yeah, it was an allegory this whole time. Jeez,
Who knew?
Who'd have thought?
Chase knew.
Well, called it.
Saw that one coming.
You know that Thor is like a Norse god and like based in mythology and stuff, right?
Maybe Trump is too.
Is anybody interested in the Walking Dead premiere coming up?
Yes,
Yeah,
absolutely.
dude.
Oh fuck yeah!
So wait, by the time is that next weekend or will it be out
it's
once this
tomorrow.
is
It's
dropped?
tomorrow,
Yes,
yeah,
that's what I thought. That's what I thought.
Very
I've been
excited.
going back and watching it because the kid has been wanting to watch it now.
You
So-
let your daughter watch zombies?
I didn't. I was worried about
Don't
it.
you judge him.
Yeah, I didn't. I wasn't sure about it, but she was like really adamant about no, it'll be fine. And so far, so good. No
Yeah, that's what
nightmares
they
or nothing.
say to you, and you say, "Hey, daughter, no, you're young. You can't see this guts."
Hey,
and gore."
daughter.
Daughter.
No.
Hey,
It's
Dad.
fine, like-
it's fine. I can eat a whole tub of ice cream. I'll go to bed, no problem. Okay. You know, where's the line?
Well, that is the line,
Where's
pretty
the
much. I mean, come on. It's not that crazy of a show. Like,
yeah,
and she's
people dying.
but she's really into like special effects and making stuff like that. So she understands that, like, oh, this is latex, and
All
like,
right,
you know,
enough.
so
Right.
It's
and-
still scary
and
as
that's
fuck,
why, like,
though.
I think fucking for me, like, horror movies aren't scary too. Because when I was a kid, my dad did the same thing where we would watch like the behind the scenes makings of and stuff.
You're fucked up.
Okay. Well, you got me there.
I mean, they're not dropping F-bombs. There's no nudity.
There's not
there's
a lot
sex.
of sex.
There
There's
is
not
sex.
really.
Not
though.
really.
You remember this first scene when fucking Buddy's in a coma and Buddy's just digging in his wife?
No,
Fucking
because that doesn't happen. Like, they don't show
straight digging a canoe in that bitch. You know? Digging her deep.
But no, it has been really interesting to rewatch because of all the things that I didn't realize happened so soon in seasons. And
I
stuff
didn't.
Like that.
I fucking fell off. I didn't see the last season. I know how it ends. It's like in a fucking crazy battle and it goes to black or something.
okay.
It's kind of like
That's
Lost.
kind of close.
Sure.
Wow, we don't. At least we don't have to worry about spoilers.
And then it was all just a dog's dream.
It's like Lost, right? Fucking shit.
no, and so
It's a great show, though.
no. So this coming up, this premiere will be interesting, and this could be the season that makes or breaks Walking Dead because people were so outraged about that.
People that have been there
last
since the beginning are kind of over it.
Which I don't get because I thought it's like these people are writing and they're trying to keep people's attention. That's fucking tough to do, and they're following the comic really.
Yeah.
You know, sure that like mysterious end, but they had to. You know.
I never watched it, and then I picked it up just over the last season or two.
Right.
But you didn't watch any of the old ones, right?
That's what I just said. And I like it. Like I picked it up and I started watching, and they give you backstory here and there.
Yeah.
But I enjoy it.
Yeah.
I enjoy watching the show without feeling like I need to know everything that happened before.
Nah, you probably do. I mean,
But no. But I'm literally telling you that I enjoy it. I don't need that.
I had a friend ask me last night where in The Walking Dead he can start without missing stuff. Like he was like, I want to watch the show, but I don't want to watch it from the beginning because the beginning.
Well, you're
sucks.
gonna miss.
Yeah, you're gonna miss.
Well, yeah, but
But-
at what point does it not matter?
Right. I think you could start pretty much any season, but it's also I really like having the whole story. Of
course.
It's pretty interesting.
there's a
You
lot of
see the
shit.
development.
There's a lot of motorcycle rides. There's arrows.
Like just the
Fucking-
just in this first season of seeing everybody and being like, "Oh yeah, everybody's dead."
Yeah.
like this.
Remember, like the little Asian kid, and he used to bang out the fucking white girl in like the fucking old drugstores and shit when they go on raids, and they just bang out. What the? They're like finally.
Are
Which
you
Walking?
talking about?
Have you been watching like a Walking Dead based porno?
Yeah, Brazzers presents The Walking Dead. What are you fucking talking about?
Dude, I mean, that's the
You
Walking
think
Dead.
Walking Dead is just fucking? And
Are you
stuff?
getting out of here, Spence?
Hey, Spencer.
Hey, big
Thank
shout
you
out
so,
to Spencer.
Hey,
man.
thank
Yeah,
you
shout
so
out
much,
to Spencer
dude.
Pelham.
Have a
For
good
real,
one,
bro.
brother.
Hey,
We'll
where
talk
can we
soon.
plug you real quick?
Yeah. Well, can we tell people
Right
where
in
to
the butt.
find you?
Do you got a Twitter?
And
Do
he's-
you got an Instagram?
Just first and last name photography, Spencer Palm Photography.
Spencer Palms. All right.
Elijah, you say it.
Hey, dude, thank you so much for doing this today.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
appreciate
brother.
it, man.
So all the
pleasure.
listeners, we're coming in hot. We're coming in with some video. You know? So get ready to see our ugly fucking mugs.
So we went to the Portland Retro Gaming Expo
Yeah.
this afternoon,
we sure did.
which we did last year. We've talked about before. It's kind of a Comic-Con type environment.
But tons
way
of video
scaled
games,
back, though.
arcade
Smaller,
games you can
but it's
play.
it's video game based. They have a huge arcade of retro games.
Huge arcade, and this year I noticed I feel like there was less vendors this year, but there was more homebrews. There was a lot of
There
homebrew
was a lot of that.
a
going
lot
on.
of homebrews and
That seems to be
new
popular.
systems. People have like made their own systems.
Yeah.
and
And
offering
so-
SNES and NES with HDMI and things like that.
Yeah, the HD NES was really interesting. I know that was there last time, but I didn't really pay attention to
That was
it.
the one that they were basically like, this is the thing that we're making. Be
Right.
ready for it.
And it was like, because I played that one demo on the just original NES, and then right next to me, somebody was playing the HD version, and I was like, oh, wow.
What was that machine called? Do you remember what it was called?
Oh, no. That was the retro USB? Was that the one? The HD one?
Dude, I'm talking about a couple fucking rude dudes.
Yes, the retro USB. That's what it is.
What
Retro
the fuck was the name of
USB.
that game?
Bad
Boys.
Dudes.
Bad dudes.
It's an old game.
Dude,
Really?
I discovered this game today, right?
You didn't discover it.
Well, in my world, I discovered it.
Haven't you seen that meme?
You're like Chris
of the,
Columbus.
of the meme that's from the intro screen of that?
No.
Are you a bad enough dude to save the president?
No, but dude, these guys are legitimately fucking kicking ninja ass in wife beaters with fucking 20-inch pythons on them. And dude, what a great game. I played it the majority of the time I was there.
It was it's a lot like Final Fight or like Double Dragon or
Pretty
something
much.
like
Or
that.
even, yeah. What was the game you played, the homebrew one that you were playing?
the Halloween. It was like Halloween 85.
That looked badass.
Super Halloween.
It kind of had
85.
like a
high
kung-
school Halloween. I
Like a
can't remember.
kung fu feel to it.
Yeah, it was kind of cool, man.
But it looked like the gameplay was really smooth and well done.
Yeah, it actually was. And I think last year I only tried a couple homebrews because I had just kind of learned about it. And I guess if people don't know, people are creating new Nintendo and Super Nintendo games.
Yeah.
And they're pretty badass. It's like, it's interesting too because they're taking the approach of really making it like one of those games. They're not trying to add extra functions or make them, be able to do extra things or anything. It's really just a basic 8-bit game.
I think that the fact that they can make the game with the old tech, but also knowing now the things that we did wrong with those old games,
Right.
kind of smoothing out those bugs and those type of issues. It's just that one game in particular just looked really playable.
Right. And it's just, it's kind of cool too. Like I was thinking about it and I was like, because I want to get one of these older systems, probably like an NES, SNES combo. And I was like, and there's all these nostalgia games, which is great and I love them. But how badass is it to be like, oh yeah, there's this new Super
new
Nintendo game I want to try.
Yeah.
Like it's
Yeah.
it's really cool. And I'm glad to see that that's alive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. It's fucking tight. Dude,
The Superboy is another
think about
one
it.
that's really
Turtles
cool.
in Time, right? You can play it. Original Mortal Kombat. Could play it. Fucking Gauntlet. You can play it.
Elijah, was there anything in particular at the expo that you that caught your fancy?
No.
Yeah. The snack bar was pretty tight.
I was busy.
Yeah,
I
you
wasn't
were
really
working.
looking at stuff. I was watching you guys.
You're looking at people looking at stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I was definitely paying a lot more attention to
You're looking
people
at
than I
three
was to
idiots
any
looking
of
at
the things.
shit.
Man, the thing though, the Superboy, it's the handheld Super Nintendo that then plugs into a TV.
It can be a console or a handheld.
Is it just a
basically.
Super Nintendo?
Yeah, it's just that one is just a Super Nintendo, so it only plays the Super Nintendo.
It's like a
cartridge,
big
the SNES
SNES
cartridges.
controller with a screen on it.
But you can put plugs into it or plug
You can plug
controllers into
other
it.
controllers into it.
Speaking
and
of
use it.
goddamn fucking Nintendo.
Well, and that's the thing is that I was like thinking about today, and I was like, "Hey, this is kind of like the Switch, pretty much."
Yeah,
It's
so
like the
we just
Switch
got
fucking
this
stole
announced
from
the
this.
other day. Chase, what did they announce?
They announced the goddamn Nintendo Switch.
And what is it?
It's this fucking video game where you can play at home and then you can take it on the go. You know what I mean? You can take this goddamn fucking screen and get on a plane and play the shit out of it and then get to your hotel, plug it into the TV, and you're right back in the action.
So Nintendo revealed their new console, the Switch.
Yeah.
Which
Elijah
is,
hates it.
Well, they've kept it, and they've kept it very secretive too until now. This was very much so like the first. Look
I
we
had no
at it.
idea about this.
All
thing.
we knew was that
I'm up on the tech world.
they had taken out like a patent on a cartridge system, so we knew that it was going to be a cartridge-based system more than likely.
Well, there's been rumors floating around too that it would be some sort of a hybrid, a handheld / living room machine type of thing.
What happens if you break one of those like little plastic things that hold it in? It looks flimsy as fuck, you know?
Well, you can probably get new controllers.
I got a heavy hand though, dude. Like if I'm coming in late or something, and I'm like, I just want to play some fucking Sky.
Well, there's something to be said about
yeah.
being careful about
Coming
the
in
way
late.
you do things.
With anything, what do you just hit your PlayStation?
Yeah.
You just
You're,
punch it?
you're one of those guys that when you're done, you rip your headphones off.
I
and
punched
just
my
chuck
screen
'em.
playing Diablo. It's cracked.
It actually is. His laptop
It
screen
sucks.
is cracked.
Who gets that mad playing fucking
Yeah,
Diablo?
for real. You're not even playing hardcore.
What an idiot.
Seriously.
I was so mad at myself over that. I was like, what did I just do? You know? I had to take a second and fucking...
Snapped you back to reality.
I was like, you know what, dude? You're sitting in a living room by yourself just playing some fucking games, and you're going to punch your laptop? I think it's time to take a break. You know?
you put
Time
your
to step outside.
You
Yeah.
put yourself on timeout.
Oh, I did.
like Mama Prings.
Yeah. I called my mom. I went down in the basement. I called Mom. I was like, Mom, look, I think I'm losing it.
I've been a bad boy.
You had to call your mom.
Yeah, she's my own friend.
You call your mom a lot.
I don't got a lot of friends.
That's very cute.
I'm not a
But
very
the
popular
Switch-
man.
Okay, so anyways, the Switch. I mean, I'm interested. I don't have huge hopes for.
All I know is the trailer was like almost 6 minutes long. It was a lot
I
of
think
fucking...
it was about 3 minutes.
I was driving down Sandy, like driving the truck, trying to watch a video. I was like, "Geez, get over with! I'm going to kill
Well,
everyone."
and they didn't like that was the thing was they summarized it pretty well in like
Yeah.
the first minute, and then
It
it was
just kept
like,
going, the
here we
song.
go. Here's another
But
situation.
Did you guys
where
see
can-
Skyrim was in it?
Yep. Skyrim is in it.
That's
Yeah.
tight.
Yeah.
Which I think is like them kind of emphasizing third-party titles.
Well, there's
being
a
like,
graphic
oh, we're
floating
gonna-
around. I don't know if you've seen it.
What's
There's
that?
a graphic floating around that has the logos of all of the companies that Nintendo's partnered with for the Switch,
okay.
and it's a lot of stuff. Like,
Really?
there are a
Yeah.
lot of major.
So there's going to be a
companies.
lot of games for this.
Yeah, there's supposedly.
I mean, they're not
Yeah.
stupid, and they know that they're losing ground because the only reason to buy theirs is for the legacy titles. Xbox and PlayStation, you choose either one, and then the legacy titles are kind of a bonus more
Yeah.
of that.
Yeah.
Of those originals.
You're either an Xbox guy or a PlayStation.
Yeah,
guy.
and then Nintendo is just kind of like it kind of pisses me off that if I want to play the new Zelda, I got to get the fucking new Nintendo and
Right.
shit. But so them having that will be a plus.
the new Zelda does look sick.
I
though.
think that also has to be a very fair price point on this one too.
Yeah.
Like they kind of gotta like win people's trust.
Well,
You think
that's,
it's gonna
that's
be
what
like
Nintendo
$2.99?
does. You know, Nintendo
it's
always
cheaper.
releases the cheaper console, but this is like
Yeah, I
this
don't
is
think
like a blockbuster console, you know?
Right. So
I don't think
how
it's
are
gonna.
they-
I think it's gonna be at least $400. Yeah, I think it's
it'll
gonna be
be
$399.
I'd be surprised if it was less. I would because it's Nintendo. I'd expect it to be less.
Right.
Right, and
But-
so maybe that'll kind of be their way of being like, it's not a piece of shit, I swear.
Right.
Please buy this.
Like it's
a
$400, but
legit-
trust me, it's pretty tight.
Well, and
you know?
so, and I think having those games handheld will be really nice. Like, because even now the handheld systems like aren't that amazing. Like,
Yeah.
I don't really feel a need for a Vita or whatever.
Yeah, that
It's
shit flopped though hard. The PlayStation Vita
it
or
did.
whatever the fuck. Like
yeah. And
in
it's like-
theory, I mean it's pretty tight, but they.
but it's a
butchered that
high
shit.
price point for this strictly handheld
And the game
system.
sucked, and they just
you have
fucking
to
flopped.
fucking have it separately, and you already have a phone.
What the fuck are you gonna play? MLB 12? Like fuck you, you know. Like, come on, give me something
So
good.
it'll be interesting
God of War, I
to
think, was
have
on it,
yeah
but-
to have the Switch and see like you know.
It-
but the thing is, if it is a high price point, I don't think I would pick it up right away.
It looked like the size of a Vita, maybe even bigger. The handheld screen. It looked pretty big
For the Switch.
for the Switch.
Yeah.
It looked like.
Here's my thing about the Switch.
yeah,
right?
hit me. I want to hear it.
I'm intrigued but I hate it because I know it's not going to be as good as it looks in that video. It's not going to be anywhere close to as good as
It
it
looks
in that
very
video.
sleek and clean, and it looks like what you'd want something like that
Yeah.
to look like.
I'm gonna play
It looks like it's going to
Advocate.
be seamless. It's going to
What
be
if it
so
is?
easy. If it is, fucking bravo Nintendo.
Yeah.
But it won't be
Yeah.
because that's how it works.
All right, fair
And they
enough.
try to stress like the multiplayer thing of it, which is like cool. I think that the 2-player function will work, but
Yeah.
when it has people like with them synced
Yeah,
up
linking
and
up
playing
consoles.
a game,
How
like-
practical is that?
Well, and that's the thing. They've tried that before. Like these handheld games tried that before, and it just doesn't really work.
Because you can go mini controllers right on the screen,
Yeah.
right? And
Or
then-
I could have one, and you could have one. We could play a basketball game.
Yeah, because
Right,
you
Seems
can
like-
turn one side of the controller to the side and play it.
yeah,
Yeah.
So there's like 5 or 6 different
that's what it was kind of.
configurations.
Yeah.
that you can
Yeah,
play
yeah.
that.
And
Which
that's
is
what I was
cool.
trying to figure out was the different configurations. It's like, okay, you got the standalone console at the house, you have the handheld, you have the one controller, you have 2 people playing, or you have them linked up.
Dude,
You had the one where you have the one controller in each hand.
Yeah.
Right.
Kind
That
of like
douchebag on the plane was like, "This will be way better if I do it like this."
Yeah, I would,
and it has
I
a
would be that
kickstand.
guy.
And a kickstand.
Kickstand, yeah.
Big,
Yeah,
big.
it's like a
fucking-
HTC Evo.
Yeah, it's a big deal, dude. While we're on video games, guess what old Prings finally did?
What?
He played the goddamn fucking next level of shit. Goddamn fucking VR, bitches.
That took a while and a lot of goddamn
A lot of words.
Out.
So you played the Oculus
I played
Rift.
Oculus motherfucking Rift.
Let's hear your review
look
on
really
the old.
Oh, I cannot wait for
The old
this.
Rift.
It is fucking crazy. Okay? Say you're gonna go play a pinball game. It's like you got a pinball dick, dude. You're sitting on this fucking you're sitting on a pinball game. You're looking over, you're in a palace, okay? You're in a big old palace just full of pinball machines. Little robot guy running in the background. Dude, you're sitting in think about this. You're in a chair, right?
getting really
You're just sitting in a chair.
Okay.
Okay, you're in a regular ass room, okay?
Are you talking about in virtual reality
no, just,
or in real
just
life?
normal life.
A regular
Sit in
room.
chair, okay?
Okay.
Like
Regular-
a bedroom or an
yeah,
office.
bedroom, whatever.
A den.
You put this fucking thing on your face, and it is massive. It will fuck you up.
It's like you're in a different place. All
You
of a
feel
sudden.
like motion sickness is a real thing with it. It's pretty intense.
Yeah, and so
So-
is it true that like after a little while,
It's almost too much, dude. You're like, whoa, dude.
well, because you're like
This is
sensory
nuts.
deprived.
Yeah.
Like,
You're-
you're
this
in
is
different
nuts.
thing.
You're tricking your senses.
Yeah, it's crazy. But so I did this this robot simulator, right? And I'm like, I'll try this shit. And dude, I'm a bitch strapped down on a
you
fucking
need a woman.
Yeah, I'm a woman, right? And
Wow.
I'm strapped down, right? And I look to my right, and I'm legitimately looking to my right, and there's a dead body to my right, okay? I look over to my left, there's a table full of scapulas and all kinds of shit, blood. Fuck, dude. And I'm looking, and there's these massive tarps, right? And there's a spotlight ahead of me. Some fucking goddamn surgical fucking light in front of me. I'm strapped down to this bed, and I'm freaking the fuck out, right?
Yeah, that's
And I'm
not your kind
and
of
there's weird ass
cup of
music,
tea.
and all of a sudden, this fucking robot, AI robot, comes out,
Yeah, I
and he goes, I just want to be understood. You don't know about my feelings. I have feelings too. And he gives you this whole speech. He's got this scalpel, dude. And then he
we
cuts,
want a review
and-
of what
and then
virtual reality
he
is like.
fucking cuts this fly in front of you, and he's standing to your left, and you don't want to look at him. You don't want to look at him. You don't have to. You can look over at the dead body. You know, you can fucking turn your head up and look at the light. It's bizarre, dude. It's fucking bizarre, dude. You're in a whole other world, and this robot's standing over you, and he's a creepy motherfucker, dude. And I'm just like, I don't like you, dude. You need to fucking get out. You're in my bubble right now. This robot was in my bubble.
You're making me not want to play VR,
Dude, and this
You're
robot,
terrifying.
this robot comes over and grabs a scalpel, and he fucking cuts your fucking head open, dude.
Did you go "Ah," and throw it off of your head?
I broke the Oculus Rift. I said, fuck this. I stomped it out.
You stomped out Sleep's Oculus
This is
Rift.
the devil's machine,
Dude, it was, all jokes aside, it's crazy. I don't know about actually, like, maybe playing video games in it. Like, I don't know. It's much.
Would you play Diablo in an Oculus Rift?
I think I would. But dude, so like I've been really curious about this PlayStation VR, right? It just dropped.
It's cheap.
And for $500 for all of the shit. You get the camera, the 2 controllers, right, and the actual headset. And all reviews are pointing towards it's not as good, but it holds up.
Yeah. For $300 less. Hell yeah.
I'm sure.
it's
I don't
running-
understand quite how those controllers work, though.
I think it's
as far as
motion tracking.
It's
functionality.
motion shit.
So, but then that makes me wonder, gameplay wise,
You gotta sit
like
down
to
for
select something or.
Well,
to,
here's
like,
the thing.
grab
With, no, this is
something.
you move your head to select shit. There's like a little dot, and you're like you can
So
click
then
it.
You like kind of jab
yeah,
towards it with
everything
the
in
sensor.
VR is like your head. You're like a newborn baby. You know, just a bobblehead.
You are like a newborn.
You know,
kind of.
it's fucking dude. We have to go try it. Like we have to go over.
No,
this
I mean,
side of
I
Let's
Oculus
just
Rift.
get one. Why don't
I'm
we just get
seriously
I wanna Vive.
contemplating.
I want to
so
vibe too. I think it's tighter. They come with the controllers, and I hear that's a game changer because for the Vibe, you got the 2 cameras, and it's more interactive. You stand up, you're boxing, shooting arrows.
It's also $800.
Yeah, it's expensive.
And looking
you
at
need
the-
you need a $2,000 fucking tower.
I mean, my computer would run it. I just need a better video card. That's
Yeah?
it. I need to spend
Here-
$200.
What
here's
kind
my
of RAM?
question.
You got to run at least 16.
I got 16.
Okay.
Here's my question about those. Using them to watch movies, is that a...
I didn't try.
You were
it.
talking about how that's what you'd be really interested
Well, that's
in
what
because
sounds
then you're
interesting to
Right,
me.
because then you're just like in a theater setting with a huge screen,
Like,
but really
dude,
you're just sitting on
I
your
can't
couch.
even
It's
describe
kinda
it to
tight.
you.
But wouldn't
bro.
would
It might be too
like
much, though.
You're watching
Yeah.
a giant screen.
Oh, dude.
Yeah,
It would
like
feel like
like massive.
I don't know.
Like fucking massive. Like you can't. I can't describe it to you how bizarre it is. Like it's fucking huge. It's like.
It's like this, right? It's like,
But it's
like the world.
It's like the. But it's just. It feels. I don't know how it feels. It's
weird.
It's weird. I can't get it out. Like it's a trip, dude.
Okay.
It really is trippy.
Well,
Like,
yeah, and it's so interesting
it's
because
just
this
so
is like,
against anything you felt.
and this is
right?
like the
it-
birth of this technology.
It
really,
feels
right now.
it feels wrong. You know what I mean? There's like a dark undertone to it.
like you're playing God.
But maybe
creating
that was
worlds.
just the weird robot game I played. It was dark. But
Yeah, it sounds like it put you
but
in a weird.
Sleepy
Sounds like
showed-
it's pretty dark.
Sleepy showed me this like intro to VR. It was like a shooter game with like crazy robots coming at you, and it.
I see a theme.
Dude, it's intense, dude. There's fucking just zing, zong, zoom, zoom, zing. Just things flying. Anyways, VR. We got to try it. You guys got to try it.
No, and I am
It's
surprised
fucking-
at the selection.
You can't describe.
of
It's one of those
games.
things like you just can't like. You can't describe it
Because even
It's-
the
it's so-
PSVR has like a huge selection already of
Yeah.
games and different like apps. And
Doesn't it
stuff
come with
you
like
can
5
do.
games?
Yeah, I heard the
think
game
so.
that comes with the $500 bundle is like really dope. Like you,
I mean, they all look pretty dope, and it's getting my interest because I'm like, if they're doing this already and it's working out, like the next wave as this catches on,
the fact
it
that
might
it's
be
like
really
like
fucking
legitimate reviews aren't like fuck this is like a pretty good sign that it's
Yeah.
pretty good. You know what I mean?
Cool. It's not.
I just wonder if it's good enough to be the future.
Right.
That's what I want to know.
I don't
I
think
think it is.
I think it'll probably be. It'll just like keep expanding. I
I
think.
think it's a
it'll-
step toward whatever the future.
But I
is,
think
right?
like I think computers still like I think it needs to get cheaper too. Like
Yeah.
you
Well,
know?
this is like the early
But it's
adopter
early,
price.
yeah. Like we're gonna look back on this, and it's gonna be like fucking when computers were the size of this fucking office.
Well, yeah, it'll
You know
be
what
at
I
the
mean?
Retro Gaming Expo.
Yeah,
being
exactly.
Like,
Like,
what
you
is
remember-
fucking
It's an
PSVR?
Oculus.
Oh, you remember the Oculus? Oh, you bunch of fucking idiots, or whatever.
8 megabytes of RAM. I don't even need that
Yeah.
much.
What are you, some kind of dinosaur?
You know what? I want to before we go into telling these wonderful people about our delicious burgers and whatever else we do next. I want to mention real quick. I'm not exactly sure what any of this really means, or maybe you guys will understand these words better than I do.
I'm nervous.
Yeah.
Sunday, November 27th at the Hawthorne Theater. Dark Tranquility, Swallow the Sun, Enforcer, Starkill, Increate, and Von Doom are playing a show.
Sounds like metal.
5:30
only
p.m.
That's a lot of bands.
That's a heavy night of metal. Only one name rings a bell: Von Doom.
Do you know who Von Doom
Yeah,
is?
those are the boys, man.
That's Billy
That's Billy
and Jason.
Jason and I
Okay.
don't know the drummer's name.
So
They're dope. I watched. They do Facebook
I
Live.
think if there's enough of a response to this, we might be doing a giveaway for a couple of tickets to that show.
When is it, November?
The show's November 27th.
All right,
which is
so we got time.
right around Thanksgiving. So we had a couple episodes before then.
Could be a fun thing
If-
to go out.
If you're at this point, which is about an hour into the show now, and you're still listening, and you heard me say what I just said, and you're interested in grabbing a couple of tickets to this show, leave us a message or a comment or a tweet or a whatever.
could-
Win you a free pair of
Let us
tickets
know,
to the
'cause-
Von Doom.
I finally got my first
Tranquility.
I finally
At
got
the
my first
Hawthorne.
fan text message because I drop my phone number a lot 256-651-7505.
does.
Call me if you want to fuck.
Especially if you're a dude.
Especially if you're a 2.
A 2 dude.
or 3. I'll take a 3, dude. You know?
3 dude.
But it was really
Sharp
tight. You know, shout out to again, Francisco and those guys. You know, it's tight, man. Like when we first started this, I was, telling everyone, and I still tell people about the podcast. But life goes on, and it's kind of like, whatever, right? But these boys, fucking, I show up to their shop all the time, and they're fucking listening
how
to our
long
dumbasses.
is this going to be?
I'm just saying, they texted me. I was like, wait a minute. Somebody finally fucking did it. And they're the
Just
first.
a message in a bottle.
Because, dude, how tight would that be if we got, like, a little
of twos.
following and people just fucking
Some twos.
texting
Get some
me, dude.
twos up here.
All kinds of dick pics and shit, just funny shit.
Is that what you want?
You want
just
dick
text
pics?
some dick-
Dick
I
pics
would have
from
to
some
change that
twos.
number eventually, but Jesus Christ.
Two
It
dick
would be
pics.
funny, dude, because I would just spread my butt cheeks. and send them
Wow,
butt
okay.
pics.
Last time, we had a lot of stuff on our list last time that we didn't quite get to. And I think we should probably hit them just real quick.
What's
nothing,
that? What's that?
Nothing
We gotta
too
get some
extensive.
lights up in this bitch.
First and foremost, Star Wars Rebels is a few episodes in, and so far the season's
Yeah, we're like 5
How's,
episodes.
super cool.
how's Ezra and Zeb doing?
good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Living life, man.
Thanks for asking.
Cool.
Doing good.
But they've done some really cool tie-in. They're starting to tie in a little bit to the movies, subtly.
Right.
Some little things here and there. Darth Maul, and these Force visions, whatever. That's been fun. So check that out.
Lots of Maul, lots of Darth Maul. It's like
Darth Maul's big in the cartoon Star Wars universe.
which is good. Give him his due.
Totally. Westworld so far, a few episodes in.
I fucking love that show, man.
I think
so
I
far.
think I like it. I think I'm in.
I'm on board.
I think it's one of the shows that I'm actually
Westworld?
looking forward
It's
to now.
my favorite show on television right now.
Well, there you go.
Dude, but also what dropped this weekend is Black Mirror season 3
New Black Mirror.
on Netflix.
I tried to start watching that the other day, and
Yeah.
Netflix was down,
Oh,
so I couldn't
shit.
do it.
Was it because of the
was that
attack?
yesterday?
It was a cyber attack.
Yeah, wasn't that some
Cyber attack.
bullshit?
It was
dude?
some bullshit. I was trying to watch Netflix,
Yeah.
Fucking
and then I
Netflix
tried to
is
use
down.
Plex, which should work. I don't know why it didn't, but
Didn't
it didn't.
I've
Yeah,
never
Twitter
gotten my
was down.
Plex to work that well.
bro.
I need to
Gotta do it.
do some more of that
What is
syncing.
Plex?
Oh,
It's so that you can sync like on your computer to your PlayStation 4, like so that
Or
you
your
don't,
phone.
Yeah, so you don't have to store it or anything. You just go, oh, I want to watch this that's on my hard drive.
you
Hit
you
me.
basically
Keep hitting me.
Stream off your computer.
yeah, you basically make your computer into a media center, and then you can connect to it with other.
So
devices.
like, I could put all the episodes of like, say like something like dope, like Breaking Bad or something on my computer,
Yeah.
and then just watch them on my PlayStation.
as long as your computer's on,
Yeah.
And it is.
then yeah.
It's always on. Dude.
I mean,
I would leave that bitch on for weeks on end.
You guys
And
might
Zeb
get
would
dinged.
he finally put it.
He
to
just
sleep.
leaves his laptop on the floor with the screen open, just on for days and days. No
mother-
screensaver, no
laptops
sleep
aren't
mode.
made for that. You know,
That motherfucker, dude. That laptop was being a real fucking c word today.
I wonder
I'm just
why.
saying, goddamn
Because you
cunt.
punch it.
I wonder why.
But dude, if you're gonna check out Black Mirror, like a thing to just keep in mind is that every episode is completely different.
Okay.
So you don't necessarily even have to watch it in order. But just realizing that, because sometimes they're so fucking weird or so different that you're just like, wait, how long is it gonna be?
Yeah,
like
I
this?
watched that show. I watched the first episode, and have you seen any of it?
none of it.
Okay, well,
Netflix was down.
I won't spoil it, but
Yes,
I'll
you
just
will.
say pigs.
You said this the last time we talked about this show.
I'm not going to talk about it
Stop
again.
right there then.
And that's-
Stop.
Pigs.
Pigs.
I'll remember pigs.
But you got
Pigs.
confused because the next episode started, and
Exactly.
you were like, what
He
the
didn't know.
fuck?
And I thought I was like so fucking high that I was like, is this what I this isn't the show. So just know that it is different. 'Cause,
When
like,
does Ash vs. Evil Dead season 2 start?
It already started.
It started.
man.
Yeah, it started a couple weeks ago.
You behind the times.
And
I didn't even
fucking-
finish season 1. So
Yeah, I mean, it's good.
It's awesome.
It's another one of those where you don't necessarily have to watch completely 100% in a row or anything. But it is good, and it still holds. To me, it's like it's the perfect kind of horror format, like that kind of over the top horror that's very just outrageous.
That's the kind of horror I can get behind.
Yeah, and that shit, and it works for TV because you can fit a little story of that in half an hour.
Right.
Where a lot of fucking horror shows, it's just too much to try and cram in to make you care about the characters or anything.
Did you hear about Christopher Sabella's new imprint?
Heartthrob.
What was that called?
Two-Headed Press.
Two-Headed Press.
I don't have any information. It's him and a couple other guys.
But they're just going to be publishing their stuff that isn't, they're going to be self-publishing. some
Google, just if you're interested in comic books and Christopher Sabella, like most of us are here, Google that, Two-Headed Press, and just stay up to date on what they got going on.
Yeah, and
over
what's
there.
this new title that Marvel has announced?
What is the new one? Iceman?
Yeah, they're going to be doing an Iceman
new
standalone.
Iceman.
I wonder if they're going to make him gay.
I hope so.
I bet they will.
Because that was kind of a thing, right? Was that,
He's now Iceman's an original X-Men.
Yes, he is.
So Iceman was lighting the loafers. Did they all know it?
What do you think lighting the loafers means?
Just a little light.
It's something
Just a little light.
something I said to him once or twice a while ago, and now he's running with it.
What is he thinking?
I heard somebody use it as a phrase to describe somebody as being gay.
Yeah, it might be a little light in the
A
loafers.
little light in the loafers.
And I don't think it's like a rude way of saying it. Like, unlike Zeb's favorite word right now, and I won't say
Well,
that.
The thing is, there is no not rude way of
Yeah.
bringing up somebody's sexuality for no reason other than to
I'm a
try to
Zer.
define them by
I'm a
it.
Zer, so please don't ever call me a man.
You're a cisgender.
No, I'm Zer.
Sir.
Zer.
Just Zer.
Yeah.
Wait,
What's the other one?
Z?
Z. I'm Z. This is real.
This
This is the world we live in. This is real shit.
Well, whatever you say.
That's the crazy thing about this. You can do anything. You can
Yeah, it
be
doesn't
anyone.
matter.
I'm down for what you're down
I'm
for.
about to become a unicorn.
Do you guys remember the game
do.
Day of the Tentacle from back in like the mid '90s?
No.
Back when CD-ROMs were
Dude,
like
yeah, like
starting to really pop
kind
off.
of. I don't think I ever really played it, but I'm familiar with
I
it.
played it. I picked up this. You remember you used to go to the computer store, the game store, and you could buy a box, and it had like seven
discs,
or eight like
floppies and shit.
and they were all
Yeah.
like demos of different games.
Oh, yeah,
I think
yeah.
Rebel Assault was one of them.
I love
Star
those
Fox.
things. Remember like the old casino ones where you could get all the fucking Riverboat Casino gambling
Grambling?
games? Yeah, dude.
Or back in the day when you'd have to get the fucking like PlayStation magazine and it came with a demo disc.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember those old box PC games, dude. You get the fucking truck driving game, the fucking
Yeah.
all
So
that
they
shit.
basically they've remastered Day of the Tentacle, which was a game I enjoyed playing when I think I was probably a freshman in high school or maybe.
Yeah.
Dude, I wish I could
Sophomore.
remember. There was this like early game. It might even been early Mac computers, but you were like this teddy bear and you could go bowling in the backyard. And I used to love that game, dude.
Yeah, I imagine you did.
That sounds like your shit.
Sounds like something you'd really be into.
Sounds like
It's just like some fucking random preschool ROM.
Dude, I remember that game like it was yesterday. I used to I would get my shit done early, and there was like a book of games in the computer lab, and this was elementary school, so this was early Mac, and I would always get that motherfucker, like just fucking. I'm getting the bear game, and I'm going bowling.
I meant to talk about this last time, but we didn't have time to do it because we were rambling about whatever the fuck we were rambling
Bunch of
about.
bullshit.
But okay, so the Rogue One toys have released.
Yes.
And
Got a
I went
couple
to
of them.
I went to the Rogue Friday event at Toys R Us, which was
Yeah.
the midnight opening. Last year, Abba, you and me and Samara went and did it.
Yeah, it was badass.
We stood in line for a couple hours.
Yeah.
Or
How was
maybe-
this one? Comparable.
Well, I got there 2 hours early,
Right. So 10 o'clock.
10 o'clock,
For a
waiting for the midnight
release.
opening,
So you're
and
the only one there,
there was nobody there.
and you were the only one there when it opened.
No. I'm standing there, and I'm watching employees leave the store like they're closing up, and I'm starting to think, like, Did I get?
Am I a weirdo?
Am I
Did I
wrong?
get
Is this
tricked?
because they're not saying anything about it? One guy was like, "We're not open." I'm like, I know, but maybe there's a thing later. I don't know. I felt weird, but then people started to show up after about an hour. I waited there for an hour by myself.
Just being like, is this happening?
Yeah. So then by about 11:30, there was 20 or 30 people in line, and by the time it opened, there was 40 plus, and it was the thing. We went in, it was just like last time.
Right.
So we got free T-shirt and a poster and
Nice.
some other stuff, and I bought some.
Did you
Rogue One.
did you wear the
Figures?
shirt to bed?
No, I gave it to my niece.
Oh, you're a nice uncle.
How nice.
You would have used it as a jizz rag.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
No, that's awesome. And so, how is the select? Like, I've seen the ones now that are out in the stores, but I'm wondering how that compares to the release. Like, was there a lot even with this release?
Not as much.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Like,
There was
'cause-
only like 8.
The first wave, they put out 7 figures, but 3 of them are not Rogue One figures. It's Kanan, Sabine,
right.
and
Luke Cage?
and Kylo.
Well, and the last one,
Kylo
the
Ren.
last one was like the fucking onslaught of all of this Star Wars merchandise that had just been held back for
Right.
so long. And then, and so it's interesting to see this one because, and even with the tickets not selling now, it's like I wonder what their expectations are for this.
I'm
Like,
sure they're not expecting anything near what
right.
happened
They're like,
last
this
time.
is an experiment, this whole path away from the saga itself. Like, yeah.
Although the
Interesting.
movie itself looks
It looks
great. It looks like old Star Wars.
Yeah, it's gonna. I mean, I have. This is probably one of the only movies that I do have like decent expectations for.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be.
The last toy thing I want to mention before Chase falls asleep or jumps out of the window or whatever he's going to do.
I'm not going to kill myself today.
Not today.
And we might even mention this last time, but I don't feel like we did. We were supposed to. Funko. You know the Funko reaction figures?
Yep.
The ones that are like,
Yep.
they look like the retro. Like you have I think a Breaking Bad one. And
Yep.
You got me the Karate Kid
Yep.
one. So they got a new set of the Dark Crystal.
And are those? When are those coming?
You can get them now.
They
What's
are
the
out
Dark
now.
Crystal?
You don't know
Indiana
what the Dark
Jones?
Crystal-
You don't know what the Dark Crystal is?
No.
It's
Skeksis and...
He probably thought it was scary. I'm guessing.
Well, sounds a little bit scary.
It's kind of scary. It was an 80s movie.
It was puppets.
Jim Henson puppets.
Nope, never
It was
seen
kind of on the level of like Labyrinth.
Yeah.
Like a dark for kids, but dark.
Yeah, I'm not really a puppet guy.
You didn't watch Sesame Street when you were a kid?
Yeah, maybe I'm a puppet guy.
Maybe you are.
Maybe I am a puppet.
You didn't
guy.
watch Dinosaurs?
Yes.
Yeah, you did, huh? Not the mama?
Yeah, that's puppets? I thought they were robotics. I thought they were like Jurassic Park.
So anyway, check them out.
Dinosaurs.
The figures look really cool. If you're into any of those things, collecting or the Dark Crystal or
I like those kind of toys.
Funko.
Like the Pulp Fiction ones or like
Yeah, they're pretty
the
cool.
Breaking Bad or even like
Well, they have even like the old horror
Predator.
dudes are in there. They got Friday the 13th
Yeah.
ones and Halloween ones. The classic monsters. Yeah, I love that. I like their line.
Did anybody finish Luke Cage?
I haven't finished yet.
No.
I did.
You did?
I did.
What'd you think?
Yeah.
Huh? See how
It was okay. So
I guess I got to finish.
Luke Cage, for what it was, good enough.
Well, it
Luke
definitely
Cage-
I've noticed now, like after the whole time of it being cheesy and now getting a little further, I feel like they're getting really like they're pushing really strong the whole like kung fu vibe and like 70s,
Like the
almost
70s.
blaxploitation films almost.
I think that
and
show
stuff.
would
It's
have
like-
benefited
it's
greatly
interesting.
by actually being set in the 70s.
Yeah,
'Cause it's like they tried to do that.
Yeah, they tried to like catch
Yeah,
that vibe.
but it's modern, so it's
Yeah.
not.
Yeah, it's weird.
It was awkward.
Yeah.
I think that's the best way for me to describe Luke Cage. Was it was awkward,
But
I enjoyed it.
I am enjoying it still. I'm not like giving up on it or anything. I think that I do want to finish.
Yeah.
They meant well.
That's your review. No, I think that it like is something that can go on, and it's.
There's no Daredevil.
I mean,
No J. Jones.
the second season of Daredevil. Once they kind of like summed up the Punisher arc and stuff, like it took me a while to.
But this is coming from a guy who hasn't seen it.
Yeah.
So
So how can
Fuck
you even
me.
say
I was talking to a guy.
Yeah.
His name is Spoon.
what's up,
nice.
Spoon?
Does he like heroin?
No. we were talking about Luke Cage. He was really enjoying it. And then he asked me if it was worth it to go back and watch Daredevil and Jessica Jones. And I told him, yeah, absolutely. I said, in fact, I think Jessica Jones is probably the best out of all of them.
Right.
The next time I talked to him, he said, I went back and I watched Jessica Jones, and he was like, yeah. He's like, no. He's like, Luke Cage was way tighter than Jessica Jones.
Yeah, see, Jessica Jones, like I said, too, that first episode I was very unsure of.
Did he watch all of it, or did he just watch the first?
He watched the whole season.
And that's the thing. That's what I
each their
said
own,
too.
though.
Of them making each one of these little series completely different. Is that like people can find the one that they like? You know?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, but what are they going to do when they have to merge universes? You know
That's
I mean?
what I've always been interested in. Like, how are they going to do that and not make it super cheesy?
Yeah.
It's like,
It's gonna be
Especially anybody
badass.
with Luke Cage.
but I think that there will be like a big event where it will be like, we need the people that have superpowers.
We need all the mutants.
I don't ever picture many of the people from TV shows making it into the movies.
Yeah, I don't.
The
think that's gonna
actors,
happen.
that's just
But
not-
it's also a different time.
Even with DC, because like with DC, like the Flash in the TV show is not going to be the same guy in the movies. It's a different actor.
Because if I'm not mistaken, like this is supposed to be taking place like kind of in a post-Avengers world where like
Yeah, they
done
talk
their
about
damage,
the things
they're
that
off
Avengers
planet.
did,
Yeah.
right?
So it's like, and so it is. I wonder how far into the future from.
I hate that Marvel's having to kind of push the idea of an inhuman or an enhanced human. Like they're staying so far away from the word mutant because
Well,
they don't have X-Men.
Yeah,
basically.
but also like in the X-Men, there is a difference between the mutants and the Inhumans,
Right. Well, I think that's true. What it seems to me like, though, is that there would be a much less. There'd be much less reason to emphasize the difference if Marvel Studios had the X-Men.
Right.
We'd hear a lot more about
How do
mutants.
you kill Luke Cage?
Oh,
Have you watched the show?
A couple episodes.
Watch the rest.
Okay.
He's not invincible. He's strong as balls, and
But he can.
Everybody.
If you get
has
him
a
under the
weak
rib.
spot.
Yep, under the rib. That's the key.
It's as ticklish
Just
on
a little
the left side.
little rusty shank.
Give a little tap.
Yeah.
Achilles
So
heel.
season 8 Diablo started this weekend, boys.
Yeah, it's a huge disappointment.
There's no
He
change.
was so excited.
I still am. I'm grinding.
You're disappointed, Elijah?
Yeah, it's fucking
but I
stupid.
think I'm going to start playing just regular again.
Yeah, back to non-season.
Why not?
Yeah, exactly. Especially this season.
Like, dude, I'm really excited to get home because I'm going to organize all my inventory. Like, it's going to take a while. I got a ton of
Have
shit.
you been playing any other games? Mafia 3 came out a
Nope.
week ago. Battlefield
Nope.
1 just came out.
Battlefield 1 does look tight as fuck.
That's one that I do
Yeah.
want
It
to
looks
play.
sick as shit.
Yeah, it looks super cool.
Should we red box it tonight?
I am really interested into how
Elijah,
the
you want to
single
come
player
over and
is.
hang out? Dang it.
Actually, maybe.
Dang it.
Dang it.
Chase wants somebody
Last
to
time
come
you wanted
play.
me to come over and hang out, you went to bed.
That's what he does, though. He's like,
Yeah.
he wants to hang out, and then when you do,
I had
it's
to
like-
go somewhere and get something.
I get
and
tired,
I was gone for like
man.
a half
You
hour.
do get tired.
But there's other triggers that I just don't want to deal with sometimes.
You get triggered.
Yeah.
Yeah. You get triggered to go to bed.
Yeah. It's a safe zone down
It's
there.
your safe
Instead
space.
of you freaking out on people when you're
Yeah,
triggered, you're like,
Chase has triggers, like something being on the TV is a trigger for him to go to sleep.
Yeah.
Whoa. Suddenly I'm so tired.
But so you watched that Joe Rogan stand up. I thought it was.
I enjoyed it.
I thought it was one of his better ones too. He kind of like he did a good job at using a lot of information and the knowledge that he has because he is a smart guy
Yeah.
and making that funny.
And he
Instead of,
made
like,
fun of himself, I thought, a lot. Like, you know, the whole, like, because obviously he's a buff bro and, like, kind of a lot of people could see him as just a meathead because he's a UFC.
But he's
fucking
obviously a
commentator.
lot more than that.
It's just a lot. He's a well-rounded dude, obviously.
Yeah,
I,
smart.
it was funny. The dolphin story to start out.
Oh, that
just
was
the
good.
weed. Like, I didn't know if I was gonna get high, maybe sober for this. And just like I'm real high, and I love a guy who's high. You know, so
You do
like,
love a guy who's high.
Yeah, you do.
That was your thing. You're like, this fucking was amazing. This guy, he was high. Great.
Okay, you know what? Let's talk burgers.
burger.
Oh, yeah.
Tabor Tavern.
Tabor Tavern.
on 53rd and East Burnside.
I thought it was good stuff, man. Like, fuck. I had the one that had tomato jam and brie.
You had the
as
lamb
well as
burger,
lamb.
brie,
And
tomato
it was
jam.
delicious. The patty was a little small. It was small.
Well, the lamb patty was a third pound.
Yeah,
the
and-
beef patties were half pound,
yeah. Yeah.
which is why a fatty like me.
I just
Well, I
gotta,
was kinda
dude.
like, fuck, I
honestly,
should've got bigger.
that was a fucking delicious burger.
Me and Chase both went Tabor burger.
Yeah,
Which that was
blue
a good
cheese.
choice.
He went medium rare, which we all had a good laugh about.
I don't know why that was so funny.
Because you don't really order a burger medium rare.
Yeah, you do.
Like a medium is gonna be
Medium's
red
pretty
enough.
good.
Like,
Medium rare,
medium
for
rare
a burger.
is like especially if it's a big patty, then you're expecting like straight raw in the middle.
And it was
I mean,
a little pink.
yeah. Even my medium was pretty pink.
it
so
was-
I'm-
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like
good.
medium is
but
pink.
that
enough.
bacon jam with the blue cheese.
Fuck
Yeah,
me.
man,
in the-
see, now
fuck
I'm
me
kinda-
running with the knife.
I'm kind of disappointed that I didn't go that route because instantly that was the one I usually would have ordered, but then it was like only
Dude,
a few
we
selections.
we
I
should have
wanted
gone
to try
split
something
seas.
else.
Why didn't we go
We
split
could have
seas?
run split seas. I don't
That
know,
blue
man.
cheese was fucking good, man.
It was really good.
And that jam was unfucking. It almost had a
bacon
hint.
jam.
Almost had a hint of Killer Burger peanut butter burger in a weird way. Not obviously it wasn't peanut butter,
but sweet and savory. I see.
Yeah, I'm a fan. I love that.
Did you
sweet and savory
notice
shit, man?
my burger didn't fall apart?
No, it was perfectly put together burger.
My burger
Those
fell
buns
apart.
Oh,
were
you're
thick.
right. You're
Oh, and there was arugula on them too. by
Yeah,
the way.
and those buns, man, just soaking up the
brioche?
juice. Oh,
Those
my
were good,
God.
and man, actually their fries were bomb.
Good,
I
but
like
not
their
enough
fries.
fries.
Their fries were
Not
good.
enough.
Not
Not
enough
enough.
fries.
I agree.
I could have
They were
ate about
They also
13 more. of
tasted
those.
like a homemade ketchup to me. I don't know. We didn't ask.
Yeah,
but
but it did taste like it.
Elijah, you had fried chicken sliders.
Yeah, fried chicken
And they look
sliders.
dang.
They
That
looked
shit
really
was
good.
really good.
They look
Super
dang,
good.
dude.
I wish they
Yeah,
were.
it was-
I wish there was a third one.
Yeah.
Third
They gave
one
me
and some
two.
more fries.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm used to sliders in groups of threes.
Yeah.
I
That's
feel like
true.
3 is the appropriate amount
Try
of
it.
sliders.
Yeah, but it was kind of an
Triple B.
But they
Yeah.
were big.
Three.
They were also big. They were
Magic
large
number.
sliders.
They were good size.
Garlic aioli, red onion.
They look good. I
Tomato
can
jam.
Honestly, I'm hungry again,
delicious.
boys.
Let's do.
I'm pretty hungry too.
You guys want
Fucking
to
go
go
eat.
back?
Let's go back. I wanna try
Let's
the
go
other
get
one.
some fucking food, man.
too?
Yeah, let's go bang bang.
Yeah, the top 10 list that I have put together.
I can go to pho
You
right
think
now.
you're gonna switch it up?
It's
huh?
changing
See,
because of what we did today. It's
was a
changing for
good
sure.
burger.
Honestly, we
man.
might have to not wait too long before trying again because I want to try the real burger. Because for me, I don't think it took over.
That burger
anything on
knocked
my
out a
list.
couple for me too, man. It really did.
So
it was good.
We are. I know I mentioned this at the top of the show, but we're going to be putting together a top 5, Triple B's top 5 burgers.
Yeah, and
in Portland, and not that we've tried every burger or
No,
remember what every burger was
Jesus,
like,
no.
but we're going to do our best.
we've been to a lot. Are you guys still open to maybe the idea of doing
Nope.
kind of a meet and greet? Like, come meet us at a burger spot.
We'll talk about that soon.
We've got
we
some
time.
ideas.
Yeah, we got a
We
lot
got
of
some.
stuff.
The Beast got some stuff rolling.
We
right
want to
now.
interact with you guys.
We
Yeah,
do.
we-
We want to make it more interactive.
There's a lot of stuff we want to do, and so I'm just gonna let you know right now that we set up a Patreon account. It's patreon.com/tripleb podcast. And on there, we've got different subscription levels, and we would love it if you guys are interested enough to go in there and subscribe to us for like $1 or $5 a month. And we want to use this to create some more stuff.
If you're interested in getting some Triple B merchandise,
Merchandise, I mean, there's a lot of
T-shirts,
ideas of things
hats,
that we
hoodies.
want
We want to do more, but
Some
it takes
events and
resources.
stuff.
socks,
Socks,
Triple B socks.
condoms.
If we can raise enough money,
Sheepskins.
if we can raise enough money, we'll make Triple B socks. And
Well, we'll
Yeah.
see. And then the meaning behind the subscriber base is so that you can, by contributing this much, then like the merch we get for some subscribers is going to end up being free. Like we want to make these things to give to you and not necessarily, we're going to raise this money and then try to
And it's such a
charge
bizarre.
you.
And I feel like it's a hard thing to like ask for shit, right?
That's
to
true.
like, hey man, can you guys help us with shit? But this is, this takes money and it takes time and effort.
we
and
love doing this,
We
and we
love
wanna
it,
do it
and we're gonna
more.
keep doing it. But,
Absolutely.
but we need a little help, man. I got a burger habit
and
on
like-
my hands
and-
over here.
Well, no,
burgers ain't cheap.
And the thing is, with the listeners that we have, we love you. We're so appreciative of you, and we want to see this grow, and we want to up our listenership. And in order to do that, we do need to make different make other content, offer things.
And
have
we've
a little
dropped the
bit
ball.
to advertise.
We've dropped the ball a little bit as far as I've dropped the ball. Sorry, not we. I'm sorry, guys. I've dropped the ball. I should be doing more.
Nobody's pointing.
What are you talking
Nobody's
about?
pointing.
We're not even. We're not even
but-
like talking about who's doing.
I'm
what.
just saying I'm a piece of shit, and like we're like today we filmed a lot. I was a nervous Nelly, and I'm sorry you guys had to put up with that. And I'm gonna just tell you right now, Elijah, thank you so much for putting up with me. I'm a fucking hard motherfucker to deal with sometimes,
You're a
Hey,
nightmare.
and I'm a fucking nightmare.
Look,
okay,
we are
but I mean well.
in the
I do.
process of expanding and adding some more content. We're going to try and do some more visual stuff for you guys. We want to get involved with the help of my cousin Elijah here and our friend Spencer, who was here earlier.
Thank you again, Spencer. For real, it was
We
dope.
hope to invade more orifices than just your ears.
Yeah.
The mouth.
You
As
can
many
s-
as
You can
possible.
see my goddamn red face, and I hate it, but goddamn it.
No,
So-
we do want.
No, you're
more.
going to be black and white. Remember?
Thank you. Yep.
Yeah, we're gonna
You're
say
right.
It's going to be black and white.
Everything will be in color.
Stay
except
woke.
for Chase.
So also like check out the Patreon account and if and check out the different levels and even if you have suggestions of things you would like to see on there.
Yes.
and just
Suggestions are big. Like,
definitely let us know and if you do.
I've had some
subscribe,
people
thank-
being like, "You guys should have a fucking rap contest where they have to use content and jokes from the show and all this other shit." I'm like, whatever. If you guys want to do that shit, do it. I'll listen to it. It'd be
Well,
awesome.
there is things that we can
But-
facilitate and get some stuff, but it also it involves us expanding, and that's.
But
what
I
we
would
want
love
to
to.
do. And we can do it with.
I
your
would
help.
love for whoever wants to come out on a Saturday or a Sunday. We make, we pick a burger spot or we take a vote on it or whatever. But come out and have a burger with us and hang out. And if you guys all want to mosey over to a comic book shop and we'll have some jokes, we'll take some fucking pictures, and then we'll come back and talk.
So
about
we're
you guys.
working on some stuff. We're
But,
going to have some
I
things.
think making it whatever. Like we're 40 deep and
41, bro.
41 deep, and I want to keep doing this. Do you?
Yeah.
I mean, I fucking love this.
Nope,
shit,
I'm
man.
done.
So-
I'm over it.
This will be my last show.
Yeah.
Do us a favor and go to the soon-to-be newly revamped Triple B podcast.
Oh, that's another thing. Yeah, new website.
It's happening.
Yeah, it's badass.
Go there.
.com.
Go to our SoundCloud and our Facebook and our Stitcher and we're on Google Play now. So find us on Google
Yeah,
Play
that's
and
tight.
Unfortunately, Google Play Services has stopped working.
give us a
Yeah.
Google.
I had that error all night last night. I was
Get on the
It was the
iTunes
fucking hack, dude.
podcast. What are all the things? There's so many.
There-
Whatever.
yeah. we're on
Audio
it.
Mac,
We're there.
iTunes,
Anything
on
you
it.
use,
Google Play,
go there.
SoundCloud, Stitcher.com.
I think I'm gonna reach out to these girls, the Mixed Feelings podcast or something like that.
Well, we
That's a
don't
good
need to
plan.
make your plans
Go
on
to
here.
go to zebdac.com if you need to schedule studio time.
.com.
If you want an alternative, you can always go to portlandundergroundrecording.com.
.com if you want to
do that.
be across the way from Zeb.
If you want to look at me but record with somebody else, go to portlandundergroundrecording.com. Go to concusscreations.com
.com.
if you need merch,
Yeah.
screen printing.
Yeah,
Rob Castro also makes a hell of a taco
all that.
Jesus
sandwich
Christ.
That's what I
burrito.
hear.
I love
Did a
Rob.
bunch of French toast the other day.
Check out Digital Snarl Photography.
It's actually SNARLZ on Instagram.
Snarls.
Snarls.
Snarls. I changed
Snarls.
it.
So just at Snarls with a Z at the end.
Yep, it's
You
tight.
changed it, eh?
Elijah Lungren.
I dig it.
I changed it. Yep.
Smell snarls
Spencer-
one more time.
Yeah, what was Spencer's full name again?
Spencer Pelham on Instagram.
Pelham.
Where's the H?
Pelham.
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 Spencer Pelham.
Pelham.
Great guy.
He's
I'm looking forward to
talented
doing
at
more
the
with
things
him.
he does.
Yeah, he's a really
Very,
cool guy,
very,
man.
very
Indeed.
passionate photographer.
Check out Chase'sBrownEye.com.
Yep.
Jason
Just
Brown.
buttholes,
Yep.
buttholes,
Coming.
buttholes.
Just one, just Jason.
If you're looking for cheap airfare, I recommend Southwest Airlines.
Yeah, sure.
That'll
Yeah.
work.
Shout out
That'll
to
work.
Southwest.
If
Shout out to
you're looking-
Chipotle.
If you want
Shout
a
out to,
full meal for $4, like Wendy's has a good 4
Yeah.
for 4.
Shout out to
right
Postmates for
They
$2.99.
delivered food $2.99 for Chipotle.
Chipotle last week.
If
Fuck yeah.
you go to Fred Meyer and you don't want us to buy a premium soda, you could always get a citrus
Citrus
drop.
Yeah,
We're
yeah,
talking
shout
under
out.
$1. You get a
Shout
fucking sick.
Shout out Dairy Queen lunch special.
Ooh,
Ooh,
grill
the
and
$5
garlic
buck
bread.
comes with the
Nice.
Sunday.
Yep, comes with the Sunday and the
a
garlic
soda.
bread.
Absolutely.
Oh, and you get the fucking gravy.
I want to plug God.
God, because
Yeah.
without
Shout out to the
God,
Lord.
none of this would be possible.
Yeah. I want to give a shout out to
None of it would even be here.
one more. Our generation's motherfucking Lando. Goddamn Khaleesi.
What happened?
Shit. I went to Game of Thrones. I meant.
Kinda.
I went Glover. I
Donald
meant
Glover.
Donald Glover.
Albert Glover.
Glover.
Donald Glover.
Donald Glover.
Donald Glover.
Our generation's Lando.
Well, I
Dude, we
guess I
called
fucked
that,
that one
boys.
up.
Atlanta.
Did we not call that? We called that.
I mean, we did. Yeah,
I feel like
did.
we called that.
It was a busy day, man. This was a long.
Do you guys
day.
have any regrets?
I just maybe being a jackass around some guy that didn't know me.
Shout out to Tabor Tavern and the Portland Retro Gaming Expo.
Hell yeah! I can't wait to go back.
And
Yeah,
Shout out Donald Trump.
Trump.
Yeah.
Shout out.
Trump.
Shout out to your
Trump's
write-ins.
BS. Did you guys see that?
don't rock the vote.
Yeah, I hope Trump fucking dies.
Bologna sandwiches. Jesus.
Yes, it-
I can.
On
There
that
you go.
note,
Dude, the thing is, like, yeah. Politics, goddammit.
thanks for listening, everybody. Should we get a bottle?
I know, I'm hungry. Get a bite.
I mean, I feel like I'd